names as kind of the leaders step up there again there?
Well, I think they've stepped up right from the start of camp. I mean, our best players have been our best players, and they've come through in all 3 preseason games. They're the best players in the scrimmage. So, you know, they lead by example. It's full marks to them. You know, they came through with a big goal, actually 2 big goals at the time in the winter. So I thought it was really, you know, when the game's won or lost, a lot of times it falls in their hands, and they're doing a good job.
Good for the power play to get a little confidence too.
Yeah, you know, we're getting some chances, but nothing's been going in the back of the net. So that was good for them. You know, we called a timeout and gave them a little rest, and they went out there and got it done for us. So I was really happy.
What's going on, Mr. Sullivan?
He just pulled his groin a little bit. You know, it's preseason and nothing major, so he should be fine.
A few days or something like that.
Yeah. I would expect tomorrow, and then you know, we'll see where he is on Monday. I think he should be ready for Wednesday, possibly.
Brian Jones seemed to be adding a little bit more grit to his game tonight. Is that kind of what you want from him right now?
Well, Jonesy's really, his game is in those hard areas. He's not really, you know, not a real smooth guy when you watch him. The puck sort of follows him, and he's really good in the crease area. Yeah, he's trying to be, you know, use that big body and be a little more physical. And yeah, he wants to add that to his game. You know, and then just you know, got to execute all the routine stuff. That's what we're working on with him. And yeah, he's added a very good dimension. He's got, you know, he's a strong, powerful young man. So he got a big goal for us at first one. So.
Like we saw the Center Alley again back-to-back nights?
Yeah, well, I'm actually, you know, originally Colin Wilson was going to play in this game. He's got a little bit of a groin, and he should be fine. But yeah, I went back-to-back with actually Spaulding. Went back with Center Alley in the lineup and used him in 2 different lines, and both those Spaulding, Santarelli played with Arnie and JP and their own lines, so they did well. You know, Santarelli continued to get chances. Spaulding, a young guy that continues to, you know, do the right things and is a real detailed player. I liked, you know, Gotch and Guite have been very, very good. You know, Tu's his first game. Coming back, he added lots of energy. So a lot of good things. Tonight.
What was your kind of take or your view of the 2-2 fight there?
Well, that's one of the, and I mean, everybody in our dressing room, even Jordan, you know, when the man from Columbus, they really just hit his head. They were fighting, and just the momentum carried Jordan over on him, and he hit his head on the ice. And that's a scary thing when you do lose a helmet and fights, which happen. There's a chance that, you know, you could hit your head, and that's really what happened. And we were really concerned. I mean, we were trying to get our trainer out there as quickly, and Jordan, I know, is concerned and is probably going to reach out to a young man there. So that's some of the dangers that when you do fight, it's very unfortunate, but at least part of the, I guess, the danger when you play this game.
Mixing in Santarelli and Spaulding on that top line, are you trying to see if those guys might be gel in a scoring position?
Well, I think it's a little bit of both. It could be gel at that position, yeah, and also seeing how they think with high-end guys. Arnie and JP are very intelligent players that execute at a high level, and you just want to see a little bit of their intelligence level when it comes to playing with those type of players. And both of them are. I think it gives them confidence, and it also gives them a little more experience.
What are your thoughts on Dietrich and Blum?
I thought, well, John Blum played last night and he played today. I thought he's been really solid. And one of the things that John's calling card has been his ability to manage the game and read the plays very well, and he's done that. And Dietrich's first game, I thought he acquitted himself quite well. You know, it was the first time he's played at a higher level type of game. And, you know, we're still not at the regular season speed yet, but it's a good experience for him, and he's made good strides. He's made good strides in terms of his strength areas, and you know, he started slowly in Milwaukee and ended up at the end of the year one of the best defensemen in Milwaukee in the playoffs. So all of them, as long as there's growth, the young players, you can see it. You know, I see that in Patrick Hornquist and Ryan Jones, and you're seeing it in Spaulding and Santarelli and those type of guys, which creates a lot of competition. I mean, I thought done a really good job of filling in with a little bit of the character veteran type guys and the Gites and the Vecchis and Gotches, and I think this is a good blend and a lot of competition.
I think the reason is for probably 5 or 6 groin injuries, just a lot of.
Well, you look around the league, that will be very common. I mean, 5 or 6, and the guys we've had a strong camp. We've put on a lot of miles, and the groins, just a lot of times the groins they get tweaked a little bit because you go at a high pace and all of a sudden you're putting it into overdrive, really sometimes for the first time in a while. And we just said to guys, don't if you feel it, don't go above and beyond and try to be a hero. And so it's just for everybody's on that precautionary mode, because we have put on a lot of miles, and the guys are working hard. You don't pull your door if you don't work hard.
Going into these series of games, you said the players would be separating themselves. You're starting to see a separation.
Yeah. There's some guys that have elevated and made it even tougher, and there's other guys that haven't played up to expectations. In every camp, there is going to be a surprise and there's going to be a disappointment, and this camp is no different. It is the same, but I like this camp. There's a tremendous amount of competition, especially in those opportunity roles, be it on defense and in our bottom 2 or even 3 if you want to count 7, and in those offensive positions on the sort of second line and even in some of these role positions. So the competition's actually, they're doing a good job. They're really keeping it really, really tight. So the longer we go, but as you go deeper into camp, things fall off, and you'll find people falling off next game or as the tempo starts increasing. So, but the guys have done very well. I love the growth of the young guys, and I like the guys that have come in from other organizations of the agency. They fit in really well.
Is that for the next game? The next time you plan to maybe drop a couple guys?
Yeah, I wouldn't say after next game. I would say next time we play Atlanta, and then we're going to go to Fort Campbell and do a little team builder. And I think it's really important that we'll probably keep our roster fairly big till Fort Campbell, and then we'll probably have some another set of cuts, because there's a lot of people that are going to be a part of that. So I think it's a good team builder for the organization.
Mark,